I have just passed 300 hours on this map. Isn't that a great achievement? You will notice that I look differently in that I have got my purple hair back. So I have added a mod for purple hair. I have a list of mods in the description down below. I've also discovered the joy of a certain level of robes, in that I have found a Forlorn Hope tower, and I have found this absolutely beautiful Forlorn Hope robe. In addition, let me show you. See, this is the Forlorn Hope tunic. It's gorgeous. I have found a wonderful roll hat, and it's extraordinary because when I played Minecraft, I had an obsidian and diamond headband, and this mirrors that. So, and I also had, dark hair, so this really mirrors that look. I've got Forlorn Hope pants, and I've got wool lined knee-high boots. Isn't that fantastic? I've also got a Forlorn Hope talisman. So I have discovered this gorgeous Forlorn Hope area and mod. It's not really a mod, it's a sort of embedded tale within the BetterRuins mod. I'm absolutely loving it. Let me show you around as to where we've got. You will remember that I have built on this really, really difficult terrain, which is just a series of vertical hills shooting upwards. It's incredibly difficult to traverse. You will see that we have a boat, and we now have obviously the gorgeous wolf's head at the front, but we also have shields on the side and a couple of carved pumpkins. Let's go down and have a look at that bit. We have our forge as always, but since you were here, I have found these incredible bricks in the BetterRuins library, and I have managed to make this look much, much more like some sort of proper forge. We had the seraphim tapestry anyway, but the other thing you will notice is I've now got a banner of the Forlorn Hope, and I've got a couple of great shields up here that I found. The Blackguard shield and this stunning purple ornate meteoric iron shield. Beautiful. I'm hoping to find another one of each of those. Now, look at this. We are in 1.21. I have built an aquarium. It has survived the winter and it looks gorgeous. I have found coral reefs. I have got a collection of bows. I have a collection of these beautiful scrap weapons. I have a collection of ancient weapons, and this all leads into the armory that I was building the last time I did one of these updates. You will note we have the bear skins on the floor. We have more of these gorgeous aged wooden chests. We have a beautiful roof. This is completely square. A few manacles, two gorgeous Forlorn Hope swords, and more Forlorn Hope banners. We've moved our moulds into here, but you can see also that I found enough bismuth for one lantern, which I have put over this area to match the blue-green. So that is all new. On here, you will see we've got these new sleek doors. They are now as solid as the solid doors against weather. And I've got a blueprint that will enable me to make them. We now have a collection of mushrooms. The last time I did this at 200 hours, I just got the ceramic pots. I now actually have the mushrooms, which is lovely. We've got all different types of mushrooms. I'm hoping to collect them all eventually. So our forge is just as gorgeous as ever. In here, the bedroom, this is where I do my carving of pumpkins. I'm afraid the collection of boots and shoes has increased. Imelda Marcus, indeed. We have a lot of furniture, banners and flags with which to decorate, which is fantastic. Over here I'm a bit low on temporal gears. I've just opened up another translocator, but I do have quite a lot of nice goodies in here. And then up here in the library we still have this lovely patio which looks gorgeous, but again the whole build has been improved by having sleek doors that we can see through. We've got morning and nightfall opposite each other, as is right, and the last day painting as well. We've also sorted out this table to get it the right way round. I've got a scroll rack here with various scrolls in, our ribbon of banners, and little by little we are filling these bookcases with the books that we find. Up here, not been that much movement. We've still got our collections going here. They do need a little bit of work. I've slightly neglected this area. We do have a resonator that's spare up here. So this area coming along, I would say, not finished yet, but coming along nicely. And then through here, even this is a sleek door now. I went through the whole house and replaced everything with these sleek doors that we can now make. We're at 300 hours. At 200 hours, we had 2,586,592 kilobytes, a loved world. And I said that I wanted to do another 100 hours. I'm at 300 hours now. We're at 5,149,416 kilobytes. Wow. I know. It's good, isn't it? Love the bearskin rugs that came in here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got rush matting, a little bit like doormats. Our lovely patio around this cove area is just as it always was, which is great. But out at the back, we have got another tapestry ambush. This area is still the same. Coming through here, we have extended a little bit in that in the last video I did. Oh, look, our tree is flowering. How nice. I said we needed to extend round to this area. This is a pink apple tree, and I have extended here and planted another pink apple tree. I've built out here overlooking this side, and look at that beautiful patio. This patio shows quite a bit of the extension I've done, in that at the top there's the Armory, and you'll note we've got flags on top and that beautiful square roof. You can see the mushroom collection, which is now extending to the patio below. We've got the new ceramic tiles here, which is fantastic. I've got this lovely bit here with the glass in, and then under here we've got basically what is a forlorn hope room, and this is a cherry tree which is still alive. So the whole of the back of the house has improved enormously and is still underway as far as work goes. Wow. The pigs have now grown up. This is generation, I think it's 4. Yeah, generation 4. So we're doing well there. We've had lots of good meat. You will note that we've passed our first real life October in this world. So we now have mature pumpkins, and we've been able to carve them into lights, and they are still staying lit. In the barn, where we had our elk with all its equipment when I did the last 200 hours one, but I've now turned the base of this stable, oh that needs turning around, into hay bales. We've got something called sort of trodden hay, which looks like hay trodden into mud, which I don't like as much. It looks as if you're neglecting the animal. This gives the effect of freshly strewn straw. In the brick kiln, which is the beehive kiln. I've just completed my second firing. Look at all these fire clay bricks. We are doing well with this. I love the brick kiln. It looks gorgeous. I eventually settled for a floating glass roof. It keeps the rain out of the centre, but I think it looks really good. I gave up on growing fruit trees here. The last time you were here, you'll remember I was trying to grow fruit trees unsuccessfully. They just kept dying. Our witch is still crouching on the horizon. She looks very close today. I hope she's not moving closer. But I gave up on the fruit trees, so I've got these beautiful Mediterranean cypress, and I've turned this into an absolute cacophony of colour by surrounding it with flowers. We still have our lovely ceramic workshop there, though it has emptied as I have been using things. And out here, I now have a pumpkin growing patch. We had the pond when I last showed you this. We've got a little bit more light round at night, which looks good. Also, I was trying to grow a redwood here, but I changed it to a Mediterranean cypress, and that looks good in that corner. So all that, I think, is a plus. We have a beautiful, beautiful addition, which I'm working on at the moment, and that is a moongate. And it's of no use at all, except that I absolutely love it. Look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? It is lit up at night, but I'm going to take the grass away here. I'm going to cut the grass down in the hope that we will have a nice smooth lawn surrounding it. And it frames this beautiful sea view. And at night with the moon, it is absolute magic. Just magic. And that is a lovely view of it, actually, with the light in the background. So we've got bridges here that we're working on. Even as we speak, we've got an area here that we're working on, even as we speak. The pumpkin lights have added a huge amount to this. And if we come in here, one thing I haven't shown you, but I will show you from over here, is that where we had the unfinished top of the windmill, we now have a glorious lookout. Let's go up and have a look out and see what it looks like. Let's quickly run up there. Here we go. We'll have to go through our bedroom again. The whole place just looks richer and richer as I keep adding details to it. Let's go up here. Yeah, this is a really, really good build. I got the proportions just right. It looks beautiful. It just looks so good, this build. And we have lights. I picked these up in the library, which is a better build. So you can see that down here, we have extended a path round to here. I'll go and show you what that leads to. Over here, we have the lovely moon gate. Over here, we are luxuriating with flowers and Mediterranean cypress, rather than bothering about fruit trees down there. At the back, we are extending outwards, and over here, we can just see the corner of the Armory. So it's all good stuff, and this is such a nice vantage point here. It really is. Right, let's hop down. There we go. Normal issue with towers. It's hard to believe that when I opened up this map, the wooden roofs and the wattle and daub was still new, and I was trying out new materials. Oh my goodness. Right, down here, we have extended this area. We have an extension at the back, so this is work in progress, but it's coming along nicely as a room here. we move around here. I've picked up these working oil lamps in the library, so those are loot that I have gathered, and there's all sorts of loot here waiting to be used and sorted out. We have a still which I haven't used yet, and these are the new red ceramic bricks. They are beautiful, and they were made by Archaic. They are absolutely gorgeous. So you saw from above, we now have this lovely patio here that I think adds hugely to the house. And coming around here, that's a nice view, isn't it, there? Yeah, you can see I have extended outwards here, although it looks slightly grim at the moment because I haven't done much with this side. That's fine. We've got plenty of time to polish our build and to enjoy it. I have a little nook from which I do a lot of recording because I like it. And then going down again, to the bottom here. This hall, apart from that tapestry, is still the same, but look at the number of pictures. Our art gallery is looking magnificent. We have found a Tower of Forlorn Hope, so we have many more tapestries here. This is the work in progress extension, where I have this stunning tapestry called Holding the Gate, and we've got double doors out there. So this is really going to be a very nice extension. So that's work in progress. And then over here, this is an area that was work in progress. We have a porch which is now Forlorn Hope themed with the Forlorn Hope documents, and you can see that the scrolls, when they're on the floor, are emitting these particles. Whether they're dust or knowledge, I don't know, but we are loving that. Then coming around here, I filled this build in. I decided to stick with this dark shale rock. We have added banners that I have found in various builds, mostly the BetterRuins builds. I've stolen whole windows from the Forlorn Hope Tower I found because it was a basalt tower, which is why we've got these amazing tables. We've got a line of these windows that I took, and I've got double doors here which I have looted. We've got all sorts of things which we have looted. This is a sort of altar to the dead with the candles, the painting of the last day, which is perfect for that. Put someone's ashes in there, I think. I might put some skulls in there. That would be a good idea. I've got some real golden crowns on this display table. I'm still thinking about what to put here. We have some big cases and a schematic tapestry here. So all this is work in progress. And then up here, up here, we just have a neat little area. You can see the different tiles. Haven't decided what's going on that table yet, but I think I have found something I want in another build I've found. And the flooring, of course, is this fanned limestone cobble, all really beautiful. The charcoal burner is now in here and works remarkably well. That's all good stuff. One thing that I have done is I've been making terra preta. So I have been able to make terra preta to grow things in here, and you will note that I was lucky enough to find an intact BetterRuins Forlorn Hope Tower. So I picked up all these gorgeous banners. They were all the way around the top, and I have used it here to make this whole area look absolutely splendid. We've got more storage here, it's all labelled. So, you know, we are just so rich. I mean, if you look, this is all things we found for elks, all the different elk blankets. We've got so many clothes. And many of you are saying, are telling me about a mod that allows me to display them. I'm not against that. Just showing off my chests. But because I always do the updates as soon as they come out, I'm a little wary of a mod I'm not familiar with. So all that is now work in progress. Added to that, we now have a second base in that. Oh, I'm hungry. It's all right, no problem. In that our second base here is Sarion's castle that I've taken over. And you can see that I am gradually lighting this place up. It's it. Medium. We can go outside and have a look. You can see that we've grown pumpkins here very successfully. It's much, much warmer. It's 35 degrees. This is a hot area. So outside here, and you can see all the different pumpkins I've been carving. We still have one pumpkin to carve, and I'm going to take that back with me because I want to try to see whether I can still carve pumpkins in November. But also what's happening here is that I want to grow acacia, and so I've been putting, oh, that's the drifters. I've started a tree farm. Oh, not drifters. I've started a tree farm here, so that's all work in progress again, and I'm utilising my crotons to make it look more cheerful here. Let's just shut this and go away. I'm gradually taking over this area. It's well lit, but it's going to be a superb farm for me. So that is work in progress. I have found some fantastic ruins. We've got some, if we look on the map, let's just get somewhere where I can show you the map more easily without all these little bits and pieces here. Yeah. You'll note that I found this painting of a trout, which is new. It's a new painting to the game, and I love it. Right, let's pop in here. We can go in here. I want to put the pumpkin on there anyway to see whether I can still carve it in November. So looking at our map, I thought I travelled a long way because we've been down here to the Resonance Archives, but since then we have travelled all the way up here, and we found a translocator that came to here. We managed to find a translocator that came to here, which was utterly useless. You will note that we've got the coal mine there and the university, which are better ruins. We have a dreadful problem here where we swap from 1.20 to 1.21, and we've just taken it. It's like the Rift Valley in Africa. We'll just live with it. So we went all the way over here. So far. This was such a long trip. This is why my map is so big, because we got to the village here. So this is the village just here. And you can just see a corner of it. It doesn't look fantastic, but we went to the village. We also went to the Lazaret. I'm not sure I even remember where that one is, but we got there. We have the location of Tobias Cave, though I haven't been there yet. And that's the village. So I've got Tobias Cave. I went to the Lazaret. I have no idea where it is now. It's somewhere on this map. So we've done all that. So what haven't we done? I'm in the process of linking up here. I found some absolutely stunning ruins, which are the BetterRuins mod. And coming down here, we've got this area here. So this map, I can't actually make it any smaller. So what we still have to do is we have to mend the village. We have to go to Tobias Cave. We've been to the Lazaret. We've been to the abandoned mine. We haven't been to the university. We haven't been to the coal mine. That's our base over there. So that was all to the right of the map. I tell you, we've travelled mightily on this map. And that's why my save file is so enormous. Now, what I'm going to do is to go into Creative and show you my lighting. So, let's come out of here. And isn't this a welcoming look? It's absolutely beautiful. And you can see that my watchtower up here is lit in green, and you will see that I've got the lightning conductor on top. It's beautiful. It really is. Even I think so, and I built it. And then this is our moon gate through which we can see the rising moon. Over here we have the yellow lights from the chandeliers. They give this warm glow as opposed to the rather colder glow of the lanterns. And the pumpkins have given me some harbour leading lights and some really fun lights to put all the way around. You will see that we've got little lights all the way around. My 2 fruit trees over here both died. We now have these gorgeous, gorgeous goats. They are absolutely fabulous. They're Sirohi goats. They're all asleep. I must come back at night more. We've got males, we've got females. I've brought up one baby so far, and this has proved a nice pen for them. It's quite warm, and they do like warmth. And I've got the sod roof because they don't like rain, so they can shelter from the rain. So we have explored all there. This, I think, looks, the moon is well up now. Let me see if I can get a picture of that. That looks great, I think. Absolutely great at night. Okay. And then I was building the armory, if you remember last time. And I built it completely square. And the roof has come out beautifully. The only thing I did have to do was to chisel this bit myself to get the banners to go on top of it. But I do like the look of the banners on top of that 4 square roof. We are well lit up over here. We've got little tea lights or little tiny fat lamps everywhere, so that's all nicely lit up. And then over here you can see that I have lit up the pathway, though I need just a little bit more light here to go to the moon gate. And the moon gate itself is lit up with a couple of little fat lamps under there and these lamps here. Now, the blocks I used here are from a vanilla ruin, which is this gorgeous white marble. Absolutely beautiful. You can see how much of a difference these carved pumpkins make. They really have lit the place up, and they're a lot of fun. But I haven't done them as the sort of mask look that you get for Halloween, the grinning mask look. I have done them very much to fit in as a lamp. Fruit trees are flowering, and then where I'm extending is this bit here. This is what we're working on at the moment. So that's all fine. And the outside of this build, again, looks magnificent with these windows I have stolen from the Forlorn Hope Tower. And we will be putting more windows in this area. At the moment, I'm just trying to decide whether to extend out to here. I don't think I will, because I think the patio looks nice as it is. And I think if I extend this out too much, it will just look clunky rather than quirky. Clunky rather than quirky, and we want quirky rather than clunky. I am very fond of these new tiles. They are, to me, spectacular. I've used them here. I've used them down here. Can you see this different pattern from these? They work just as well as ceiling tiles, and indeed, if you want, as wall tiles. And then over here, we've got a different pattern under here. So I've got different patterns of tiles, and they look fantastic. So all the time, we are adding richness and detail and just making it look better and better. But at the same time, we're adding functionality. For example, the Armory is a great place to store our arms and our different suits of armour. This is Forlorn Hope armour. And all these weapons we have found need to be displayed and are displayed. The forge still works fantastically well, which is great. So all in all, after 300 hours, I think I am even more in love with this map. So we now have two bases. One is the base here, and the other is going to be Sarion's Castle, which is our hot base. If we look on the map at my actual build, you can see that we started, can I get that in the middle? I can. Let me come in as far as I can. We started in this little tiny cove, do you remember? Here. We then built out round it. We built at the top as I'd always intended to. But then I found I didn't have enough room. So this is our patio I've built. This is where we have gone out this way towards the pig pen under here, and the elk, who you can see there. You can see this colourful area that was meant to be fruit trees but has ended up as Mediterranean cypresses. This is our ceramic area. This is our pond, and this our ornamental pond. This is our moon gate. Then we've run the path round here to our goats who are here, and then this, our boat doesn't show up on this map, nor does our dock, but you can see where the end of the dock is. It's odd that the boat and the dock don't show up, but you can see that this has become quite a large build as we have gone on. So I think all the new things they have added, the limestone rocks, not limestone rocks, the wattle and daub, the wooden roofs, you know, all this sort of thing. The coral reefs, which are fantastic, absolutely beautiful. Everything they've added, I think, has been really, really lovely. I don't mind some of the things like having to make candles, you know, with a pot and a wick and boil them up rather than just putting them in a fireplace and things like that. I don't mind that. I think that works quite well. But you have to remember that I cushion myself against a lot of the problems you have and the grind of the worlds, because I do actually collect a lot of helpful things from the BetterRuins. Now, I do not know, but I think that the what are they called? Blueprints. I think these are vanilla, and these blueprints do give you the ability to make your own flags, gliders, tables, these beautiful ornamental tables. Stonemasons, I think that gives you the gorgeous blocks. Engineers, I haven't really got into. And the gatekeeper's blueprint, which I have used mightily to make these sleek doors. And I do think that having these sleek doors that are now able to function as cellar doors and things like that is fantastic. So I am absolutely loving this map, and I am loving the updates. So I hope you've enjoyed this little 300 hours tour. If you do, leave a like and consider subscribing to me. Goodbye, my friends.